All right. This is the Drinks and Discussion podcast. And we are back. And we are back. We are lit. We've been podding all day, man. I appreciate y'all for coming out and holding it down. Like, y'all really been holding it down. Like, congratulations and thank you to you two. Because you guys, look, I was looking, okay, so I'm not even gonna lie to you. So I was trying to make sure that I had the balance there because I knew that today I was gonna have to do a lot of the technical side of things, and I needed somebody to add to the podcast because I be talking a lot. So it's like I needed somebody like, damn, I need balance here. I need balance. Why not get the Geminis?
Gemini gang.
June Geminis. Let's make that clear.
Why not get the Geminis?
June Geminis.
All right.
So you just don't want to.
He don't want to acknowledge us.
Yeah. So we're not going to do a weekly recap because this is the same Sunday as the last podcast.
Same
Sunday.
Doing the same stuff.
Same Sunday. Same host. KvngBak is here. I got Miss Tia, aka Kiss My Kicks. I got Miss Vee, aka Fragile Phoenix. I got interim cameraman, aka Primetime Naeem. All right. No weekly recaps. Any other current events that we need to touch on?
I just not any current events, but Thanksgiving is coming up.
Yo, Thanksgiving about to be lit. Who made the fucking potato salad? Just walk in anybody's house. Look, if you go to the stranger's house for Thanksgiving and you don't know, just busting the motherfucker. Don't even say hey to nobody. Who made the fucking potato salad?
It doesn't have raisins.
Yo, Karen, keep your funky ass raisins out of the potato salad.
You see who made it, you know if it has raisins in it or not. As soon as you say who made it, if it looked like Karen with the Bob made it, there's some raisins in that potato salad. Don't have none.
No.
Oh my God.
But yeah, that's What else? What has to be on the Thanksgiving menu?
You gotta have yams.
Yes.
And they gotta touch the macaroni and cheese.
Yeah,
because yams is good.
You gotta have the yams and macaroni and cheese like touching each other on the same. Oh God,
Tia, give me some. You gotta give it a little bit. You gotta give it a little bit. God damn it.
You gotta eat that joint together. Oh, okay.
They don't know what they missing, man.
The yams, because the yams they get that little sweetness, that little cinnamon, got a little nutmeg in them, and it just growing over it. Yeah,
and then you gotta put a little macaroni on the fork too.
That's
Kevin man looking right.
Yeah, I can't wait till next week. And next week I got a short week. I only go to work for 3 days.
Week,
huh?
It's this week.
Oh yeah, it is Sunday. Yeah, so this week, only go to work for 3
days too because I took Friday off.
Well, I only go to work tomorrow. That's it.
Oh,
I'm off for the rest of the week.
Oh my God!
I told you I'm going to Texas to see the Dallas Cowboys. America's team.
I thought it was the Patriots.
Alexa,
don't you do it?
Who's America's team?
Don't you do it? Get out of here. Nah, see, look, they talking about rock band.
You was confusing her.
Anyway. Stop, Alexa.
Alexa had a lot to say.
Yeah, a lot to say. And I won't try to hear it.
She's still talking.
I won't try to hear it. All right, so what else are y'all doing on Thanksgiving? Alexa, stop. All right. What else are y'all doing on Thanksgiving?
Actually, this year it's kind of bittersweet. Not really bittersweet, but so my family's not really doing Thanksgiving this year. I'm kind of sad about it, but I mean, my family's close. We're super close. Mm-hmm. So, a random Saturday would be basically what we would look like on Thanksgiving.
Okay. Okay.
So we do this all the time. So I guess it doesn't really matter. But I mean, I'm it's Thanksgiving, guys.
Yeah. Typically on my I go to see the Cowboys every Thanksgiving. That's a family tradition. So on Thanksgiving, I'm normally having popcorn and nachos for Thanksgiving. And then we have Thanksgiving when we come back. But my line sister and her family is actually going to the game too.
Okay.
So her sister-in-law lives in Texas. So she invited us over for Thanksgiving before the game. So I'm excited.
That's cool.
Oh, okay.
We gotta have chitlins on my plate, but I'm alone with the chitlins.
Yeah, you are definitely alone with
The
that.
chitterlings with some hot sauce.
Have you ever cleaned chitlins?
No, when my mom gets them, they're already cleaned.
Oh my God.
And she kind of goes back through them and just makes sure they're clean. And she boils them in vinegar. That is the trick, you guys, for the smell. Boil them in vinegar. They will smell delicious. And then she tosses them in the Dillard barbecue sauce. Oh my God, y'all.
I don't eat chitlins, but my grandmother used to make me and my little cousins clean them when we used to be over for Thanksgiving at her house. And she put the bleach water in one side and tie the other side up and whoosh, 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 whoosh. It was nasty.
I prefer to just buy them from the grocery store already cleaned.
Yeah, it was gross.
You know,
I don't
was
want
gross.
no dealings. Don't have no chitlins anywhere near me on Thanksgiving.
I don't know what y'all missing. What about the stuffing?
Oh, you gotta have stuff.
Yeah.
You gotta have stuff.
You can leave the cranberry sauce off.
Yeah, I don't need that.
Yeah, I'm not.
I don't know why people like that.
I don't either. It's
There was
weird.
a post on Facebook said the cranberry sauce is Jell-O with a high credit score. I was dead.
Wow.
Valid,
It's just like, why do you need the cranberry? Like, what is it for?
I don't know. Some people like it.
I just
not.
You know what? I would be fine with having like turkey wings, like some good turkey wings, and then some stuffing on the side of that. Like not the real turkey, because sometimes the turkey be dry. If I can just have like a good old turkey
I'm not a big
wing,
fan of gravy either.
I'm not.
What?
Either.
I need my gravy. I need my gravy.
Nah, yeah.
And we can leave the greens off my plate. I'm sorry. I know that I'm outnumbered on that. But
no, you're not outnumbered on
I prefer string beans.
Me too. I don't want no collards or cabbage.
If it's greens on my plate, it needs to be collards with turkey neck in it. Like that's how I gotta take my greens. Collards, turkey neck, and
I got
vinegar.
a question for you.
Some spinach.
Dinner rolls or cornbread?
Dinner rolls.
Dinner rolls, the Hawaiian rolls?
Yeah. Because some of y'all cornbread be dry and hard. And I just be like, bro, what the fuck? I'm about to lose a tooth trying to bite into it.
Do you like sweet cornbread?
My grandmother used to make sweet cornbread. So yeah, I do
some
like.
People like, why does cornbread taste like cake?
Yeah.
I like that. That's the kind of cornbread I make personally. If I'm going to make cornbread at my house, it's sweet cornbread.
Well, when my grandmother found out about them Hawaiian rolls, she stopped making cornbread.
Yeah, I think the Hawaiian rolls is a bit undefeated for me.
Yeah, I noticed that. I was like, oh, grandma ain't making that.
Hawaiian rolls are good, but nah, give me the cornbread.
Okay.
Give me the cornbread.
Okay, fair enough. What else we got to talk about? What else is prevalent that we need to touch on?
Oh, I just wanted to touch on Thanksgiving because I'd be hungry.
How many to-go plates are you allowed to have when you go to someone else's house?
I think you should have one solid to-go plate, unless it was a big number difference on who they expected to show up and who was going to show up. Like they expected 50 people and only 20 people showed up. Like then you could take 2 plates. But
oh no, we always have food for 50 people.
Right.
No matter what.
It don't matter what.
People.
So like, okay, for me, for instance, I kind of eat like a bird. So like I have my food that's on my plate. Mm-hmm. I will wrap that up and then I'm fixing me a new plate to go. So,
I don't eat like a bird. I eat everything.
So it's like if I don't finish my food, I'm going to wrap that up. But I want a fresh to-go plate.
I'm going to finish my food. I'm going to have a second plate. And then I'm going to have a to-go plate.
Okay. Well,
and then I might make another plate to eat while I'm there.
Well, what's the best dessert on the Thanksgiving table?
Sweet potato pie or banana pudding.
Oh, Jesus.
Banana pudding.
I'm taking the banana pudding over everything.
Banana pudding.
All right. So look, I worked with this girl and she said that she liked her banana pudding without the bananas.
Why?
Why the fuck?
I've heard of people doing that.
I talked about this literally yesterday. People who do that are psycho. No, like you have to be some type of sociopath because it's banana pudding.
Right.
And if it tastes like banana without the banana.
Some people don't like the texture of bananas.
But then what does it taste like? Because if you actually...
It still tastes like banana.
But if you use flavored banana pudding as the pudding, I don't want it.
No, I
don't want it. I want
Let me tell you. Let me shout out my baker real quick because...
Oh, I got a shout out for somebody too, but I'll let you go ahead.
Okay, so I love banana pudding. Mm-hmm. I love banana pudding. And some people know I usually throw a birthday party every year. every year. I've thrown myself a party every year since I was 10. So I stopped doing the traditional cakes. Like I started doing apple pies for a while. And last year, I think it was last year, I found out that this lady I'm close to, shout out to Nicole, she makes great banana pudding. So I was like, listen, for my birthday, just give me banana pudding. Like I just want banana pudding. So this year for my birthday, of course, she asked again, like she didn't know what I wanted, but I was like, I just want your banana pudding. So she said, well, what about cake? Are you going to have cake at your party? And I was like, I don't care about them. I just want my banana pudding. I don't care about them. But what she did, because she's so sweet, she made banana pudding cupcakes, y'all.
Oh my gosh, I bet they were amazing.
These banana pudding cupcakes for you.
Okay.
This cupcake had it was like banana nut bread or like a banana muffin. Yeah. That's how the cupcake was. And then it had like vanilla wafers in the inside, like crumbled vanilla wafers inside of it. And then there was pudding on top instead of
I can hear your mouth watering.
Your octaves are like going
there
up.
Was pudding on top because I don't like icing. So there was just pudding on top of the cupcakes. And then she had like these mini vanilla wafers.
Well, see that
like you about to cry,
right? And that reminds me of the person who I want to plug. You probably seen him on Facebook, Fabian Hall.
Oh yeah.
With Fabian flavors, y'all. Let me tell you. Now, he has different versions of the banana pudding because I've had his cookies and cream pudding. He has a red velvet pudding. Yeah. He has all these. Oh my gosh! When I tell you, we
need to have a banana pudding contest. Can we do that on one of our lives? Like we just need everybody to bring banana pudding.
Fabian, I'm plugging you in. You got to bring your banana pudding because I'm trying to tell you,
bring the banana pudding.
You gotta submit your banana pudding. And we'll judge and see who's the best.
Absolutely,
I would definitely judge.
We'll judge and see who's the best. All right, so. Okay, boom. This is what we could talk about. Are you okay? So.
No, this ain't gonna be no good.
Right.
I'm trying to figure out how to word it. So do y'all have that? Do y'all have that favorite cousin? Like, not even just for Thanksgiving, like just for the holidays. Y'all have had that favorite cousin, like y'all gotta go kick it with. Like when they show up in the spot and they look at you and you look at them, you know it's time to make moves.
No.
Really?
My family's super close, so we always.
Yeah,
There's no cousin to have to leave with because we all of us are like.
Oh man,
there's no cousin that we haven't seen only on a holiday type thing. Yeah.
Oh man,
I don't have none.
I remember back in the day. I used to always have one cousin. Like every time he used to come down, you know what I'm saying? The nigga spot me, I spot him. Yo, E, what you about to do?
Get in some trouble.
Oh yeah, we about to head out. All right, about to head out.
I mean, I know what you mean, but I haven't had
okay.
that.
All right.
All my family's pretty local.
Okay. I mean,
you wasn't expecting that answer, were you?
Nah, because I should have thought about it. I should have thought about it before I asked it because you guys' families are local. Like my family is like Mason-Dixon line and above. So like when they come down, it's like it's a big thing.
And we actually don't do Thanksgiving together. We do Thanksgiving as our individual households. We do Christmas dinner together. And this Christmas we're actually doing a seafood.
Y'all doing a
so we having
crawfish brawl?
We having crab legs, shrimp, all the fish, the whole shebang.
Y'all having crab legs and what?
Shrimp.
Shrimp boat, shrimp bucket, shrimp.
Don't do me.
Oh my God. All right, man. Let's get into these topics because we don't have shit, but we got something.
We got something and we gonna make it work.
All right, so boom.
Check it.
Check this. All right, boom. So y'all ever cancel somebody y'all had sex with? Like, you had sex with this person, but you would never claim them. Like,
absolutely. There are people that don't count. There are people that don't count.
Okay, so when you say never claim them, are you denying that y'all ever did something, or
Correct.
Oh,
correct. Like you did something with this person, but if they came up and said, "Oh, I slept with so and so," and you was in the room, like, "Hell no, nigga, you ain't do shit with me."
I'm not doing that.
There's some that I don't count.
Okay, all right.
He didn't count, but if we were in the same room together, he was like, "I used to mess with her." I wouldn't point him out to be a liar.
Okay,
yeah, I think only men lie on their eggplants, but
yeah.
Women be lying on they peaches too, so don't start that shit.
I wouldn't lie on him. I wouldn't say, I wouldn't try to downplay him in a public setting. Mm-hmm. But yeah,
I mean, because once you did it,
it's done.
It's done.
It's done. I would, you know what? If that shit happened to me, I would probably pull him to the side like, never speak about that again. Like I wouldn't embarrass him in front of a whole bunch of people. I'm like, and
I would also want to know, like, why do you feel the need to broadcast that we did something?
Right.
If you're saying that, we used to talk, people can put whatever in their mind they want.
Yeah, they can create their own narrative.
You create your own narrative. Like, okay, we used to talk, but it was short lived. It was something in the past, whatever. We don't have to know what we actually did.
Yeah,
there are some people that I'm ashamed to say that I talked to. And I will make it known, like, that was a mistake. Like,
right.
People were like, what were you thinking?
Oh, yeah. There's a couple of them.
I wasn't.
There's a couple of them.
I got a story. Since it hasn't happened like that to you guys. So I got a friend.
Well, come over here. Come over here, sir. Come over here, sir. Come over here.
Hello.
All right, we have a special guest.
So, special guest, hey. So, I have a friend who will remain nameless.
Okay.
Who, canceled, in your words, a girl that he slept with, right?
Okay.
And so this girl has come over to, like, we have, like, a little small get-together. It's not, like, a lot of people there.
Okay.
And so he would always act, like, real standoffish, like not trying to. Do I know
said guy and girl?
You know both the people.
Okay, I know exactly what you're talking about. You know both of them. Yep.
So we're just out of the loop on this.
Yeah. I mean, who they are don't matter.
It doesn't matter. It's just a situation matter.
Right.
Go ahead.
So every time, like, the girl, she's like mad confused because she's like, yo, like we had relations together. Like, why are you acting? And she went up to, she was like, yo, why are you acting like this? Like, we like, especially after we slept together. And so he's like, no, we didn't. And this is, it's not in front of a lot of people, but in front of people. And then she's like, yes, we did. So,
nigga, I seen that mole on your penis. I know you.
And a female not just gonna run up her body count for you, nigga. She ain't lying.
Right. And so, it's like mad. It's like every time this happened twice, she's given him the opportunity to come clean. I don't know why she just won't drop it.
Right.
Because she feels some type of way. Like,
she is.
He is like downing her.
Yeah. Oh, she was upset.
The fact that you're like denying, like that's real love.
Yeah.
It's like, why do you not? Like, what is wrong with me that you don't want people to know?
Yeah,
because we've been together.
Yeah, because she was like, "Oh, fuck you, nigga." Can I say fuck on this?
Yeah.
Anyway, yes. I don't know what kind of podcast this is, but anyway,
shit ass bitch.
I've been trying to censor, but
I'm telling you, like, completely throws off the whole evening. Because after that, she's like so super mad. Like, why he ain't denying me? There ain't nothing wrong with me. Why he did it? Like, she is like, just, she like would go off every time. And what's funny, because the dude, I don't know if he honestly doesn't remember, because I know the truth. And
you would know the truth.
Yeah, I know the truth. And then we had a conversation, and then he denied it to me. But he told, I know what's up. So I'm like, okay, why are you? I don't even know if he was so drunk. No, it's not. He couldn't have been that drunk because she didn't leave until the morning. So
she was still there when he woke up.
Well, maybe he didn't know they did.
No.
this young man denies a lot of
date
things.
raped?
No, he was not date raped.
He was not date raped.
I wasn't there, and I know.
Sometimes people are such habitual liars that they lie so much that they believe their lies.
Yeah. I think he's a prideful guy. And
he didn't want it to be true.
He didn't want it to be true.
So just repeat it over and over.
So the situation is, he's basically lying to himself and convinced himself that he did not commit this act.
Oh.
But I know the truth. He knows the truth.
I know the truth.
The lady knows the truth.
She knows the truth. The truth
and
is
dude,
there.
if you're watching this, bruh, just come clean. just come clean, bruh.
Look, I didn't bring it up. He brought it up.
Just come clean, bro.
There's nothing wrong with you.
Just come clean.
There's something wrong with him.
You
are not crazy.
It is what it is. A lot of people have done it.
Wow.
Yeah, actually, a lot of people have done it.
A lot of people have done it.
Is it the same as trying to delete your wholeness? Ain't that what they say? You can just try to just delete, like you can just completely just forget that something just happened. Is this how this works?
Yeah.
If you say it didn't happen, it didn't happen.
Yeah, I guess he just like went in his memory and was just like delete.
Just delete.
You know,
okay.
and I guess it didn't happen. But I thought I would share that story with you guys.
Thank you for sharing, sir.
It's a perfect story for that.
Thank you, sir. Thank you, sir.
We appreciate your cameo. Thank you.
Slight work. But yeah, I don't think, canceling somebody in public is very is a notable thing to do. My sex matters.
If you slept
my
with somebody,
sex matters.
Somebody, you did it.
Yeah. If I'm on your body count, admit me. My sex matters, man.
My sex matters. That sounds like an awful hashtag.
It is a pretty bad hashtag.
Terrible.
Oh my God. All right. So have you ever been in the same room with two people that you were involved with? And like, how awkward was that situation?
Oh.
Like, it could be a situation where you knew going into it and you just couldn't avoid it, or it could be a situation where you had no idea. You came with one and the other one was there.
Okay, pause. I always have like my clarity questions.
Okay.
So it's like in my situation where it has happened, as far as like I have new boyfriend and then ex-boyfriend is there. So to me, it's not as awkward because it's like, okay, he knows. You know what I'm saying? Like,
Right.
But then you have those situations where you have your bench, BENCH. When you have your bench and it's like,
have
okay,
your bench and your bitch.
you have
All right, I'm sorry.
you have your point guard with you and then your center is there. So then it's just like,
oh, not the starters. I ain't never had the starters.
It's just like,
I might have some alumni.
so are we talking about the awkward, like you have two guys that you kind of have dealings with and you end up in the same place?
Yes.
Or are you saying
yes, that you have dealings with like currently actively and you guys are in the same venue?
So not like an ex, because to me that's not awkward.
No. Like ex, like, you know, if I cut you off, you know you cut off. If you see me with somebody else, mind your business.
Okay.
Yeah.
Whew. Touche.
Okay, so I just need that clarity. Okay, resume.
I feel like you got a story.
No, I'm trying to think because I don't think that hasn't actually never happened to me, like on my side, but it's happened to
a friend,
the guy.
Oh, a guy.
And the crazy thing is, you know how it's like us women, we know a lot more than y'all give us credit for.
You've read these topics. You read these topics before I sent it to you because I was looking at the shit as you talk like, damn, she lining this shit up perfectly. Go ahead, go talk your shit, sis. Talk your shit, sis.
No, I'm just saying, like, a lot of times we already know who you're smashing and tapping. Mm-hmm. But it's like, okay, so then when we get in the same room, you know, I'm peeping how you act.
Right.
And then you start sweating bullets. So, you know, for me, no, I've never been in a situation, but I have known people and have been on the other side of that coin.
See, and that's the thing. That's the thing. Because girls can handle that shit so much smoother than guys can. Like, okay, so if a girl, so say you and I were dealing with each other, but you were also dealing with Naeem, and we walked into a spot together, and No, but we're the only two guys in here. Like I'm just. It's an example. It's a hyperbole. It's a metaphor.
Gonna say that.
Yeah.
Disclaimer: these are just examples.
Yeah, these are just examples. That's what I'm trying to say.
I got you.
All right, so look, we walk into a spot together, right? And you and I came together, but you're also dealing with Naeem, and you be like, oh. Naeem, this is Abdul. Abdul, this is Naeem.
Also, I'm trifling.
No. But we as guys know, like, we're not, like any kind of title or anything. I could just be a friend. Like, you could say, oh, this is my friend Abdul. This is my friend Naeem. Oh, shit, what up?
Okay. Can't do it.
I don't think I would be comfortable because, like I said, if I'm talking to him and I know that I'm talking to him, even though we don't have a title, to me, that's a whole another level of disrespect. Because first of all, if you ever pull some shit like that, I'm cussing you out on the spot. No, seriously. Like, if you know that we talking, even though we don't have a deal, and you have the nerve, the audacity to introduce another female to me, nigga.
All right, so that gets me into how guys handle the situation. Because a girl can do that, and the guys not know, two shits of what's in the wind about how your dealings with that person is. One of the guys will know.
First of all,
one of the guys will know.
Ask, would you not send me a text right after that? Just be honest.
Yeah, probably.
Okay.
Yeah, because he gonna know something is up because y'all came together.
And she can hit him with that's just my friend. Like, we came together like that's my friend.
But if we are dealing with each other, why you ain't come with me?
Yeah, why you come with your friend?
Okay, so in this scenario, you didn't know that he was gonna be there.
Obviously.
Yeah.
But I'm saying
but
he's gonna want to know why was I went here with him.
And not with him?
Okay. I mean, and that's fair. That's fair. But y'all deep diving into an example.
No, but that's
realistic. It was surface.
It's not gonna happen with us.
Okay, all right.
It's not gonna happen.
Leave your comment. You let us know how you would handle it.
All right, so boom. Guys in that situation, right? All right, so boom. So if boom.
Guys are less dramatic because he sent a text. I'm not sending you a text.
No. I'm talking about when the shoe's on the other foot. Right. So say I was dealing with both you and Vita, right? So you and I come to an event together and Vita rolls up on me. I'm not going to know how to handle that shit. I'm going to be stuttering and shit like,
yeah, because I'm going to be like,
because the girl is going to put you on the spot. That's what I was saying.
Yeah.
Because he didn't put me on the spot. He sent me a text.
Right.
So a girl
guys
are
be
less dramatic.
Yeah.
And you don't think quick on your feet.
Hell no.
Like you said, she straight up, who is this? Like, I'm going straight for the juggler.
Yeah,
like,
so
and then she would probably be like, and who are you?
Yeah, and who are you?
Yeah, so
and I looked at you and like, and who is this?
Right.
Yeah, okay.
Right.
Yeah.
And then we got him in the corner like, oh, so now you with him, and then he got another girl.
Don't text me later.
This is not the same event. You guys are wild, man.
I like it.
Oh my God. But yeah, that's interesting, man. That's interesting. I like how we just ran through that topic real quick. Yo, you just be knowing where my mind be going when I discuss a topic, yo. That's crazy. Okay. So, I posted a status on Facebook. No, I did not. It was not on Facebook. I am lying. It was on Twitter. I posted a tweet on Twitter. I tweeted on Twitter. And I made the statement that saving yourself for marriage is bullshit. So, my homeboy Clint Coley, he posted this. You know what I'm talking about.
We love you, Clint.
That's my guy. That's my guy.
Okay,
so he posted the picture of him. He does these pictures of him holding this dry erase board, and he has like these random statements on it. And he said, if you're saving yourself for marriage, you're not the one for me. So I commented on it. Like I grabbed a screenshot of the picture and I commented on it. I said, big facts. I said, because I want to test drive the car before I buy it. I'm not buying a car unless I test drive it. Do you guys get what I'm saying when I say that?
Mm-hmm.
All right. Would you or would you not accept a guy who was saving himself for marriage and did not want to have sex with you until after marriage?
So we have enough wine because I have a story.
Oh, shit. We got enough.
I need some more. Because y'all gonna think I'm lying. Okay.
There you go.
Give me the rest of that.
All right. So we got a little story time, okay? Do we have time for story time?
Yeah, we got time. We got time. We got time today, cuz.
Always.
All right. So story time. So in my past relationships, they were all fails, okay? I was like, what am I doing wrong? What can I do different? So my current husband, who's in the, well, he's not really in the picture right now, but current husband comes along.
Okay.
And he says he wants to wait till we get married, right? Oh, see, I said you was gonna think I'm lying, but I'm not.
So wait. Let me. So Tia, just for clarity, moving forward. So you guys never had sex before marriage?
Are you letting me finish my story?
Okay, I'm sorry. I just needed clarity because I didn't believe it. Go ahead.
No, she wasn't finished.
Okay, I'm sorry. I'm sorry.
This is what he wanted. She didn't say what we got to. I'm listening, boo.
Okay.
I got you.
Well, I'm getting there.
I'm sorry. Go ahead. Look, I'm putting the mic down.
So he said that he wanted to wait for marriage. So, I thought long and hard. I was like, well, maybe I should try this out because a lot of times when you get in relationships and you start having dealings.
Fucking.
I'm the more censored version.
We are always the more censored version.
So when we start having dealings, it clouds a lot of your judgment and you're doing things and you're staying with people that you shouldn't be with because of the sex. Okay?
Absolutely.
So I said, you know what? Let me give this a try. Okay?
Okay.
So I agreed to not have sex till we got married. Okay. Again, you're going to think I'm lying. Okay? This is the first time I've ever thought about doing this. And yes, we did wait. Okay? It was there. Hold on. It was difficult. Hard, but let me tell you, and I'm telling all of you that are watching, don't do it. Okay? Overrated.
Test drive the car before you buy it.
Because I'm trying to tell you. Look, I'm already saying a lot because we're on a public platform. But we'll have a private conversation, y'all, because I want to tell you more, but I don't want to.
Okay.
No. So, yeah, don't do it.
Okay. All right.
So we'll talk.
Okay.
V, what are your thoughts? React.
I'm with you. Test drive it. I'm with it. Test drive it.
Test drive it. It ain't nothing wrong with it. The old school people gonna tell you, oh, baby, wait till marriage. Overrated.
Nah, don't do it.
Don't
do it. Especially if you've already tried it before. Because now if you've never been intimate with somebody before, then yeah, at that point you can wait because then when you're with that person, that's the only thing that you know. So
that's the best sex right there.
No, hell no.
Hold on. Wait.
Until you finish. I got a question. Somebody call on me. Hold on, wait. Somebody call on me when you're done.
Wait, because so my first, I was with him for a long time. Even though I didn't know any better. Yeah, I'll just leave it at that. You still know. If you don't know any better, you still know. That's all.
I have a question because I want to get on the whole version thing, okay? Now, I only know one version, okay?
Okay.
I know one version. I'm not, like I said, nameless, doesn't matter. Okay, so she's a virgin, right? And then right now, it's hard for her to find an authentic relationship because as you said, if you want her for marriage, you're not the one for me. So, question. You meet this girl, she's very dope. She's everything you ever wanted, but she hits you with, I want to wait. She's a virgin. She wants to wait till marriage to go that step with you. Would you, and you can be honest, I don't know if you want to lie for your followers, but would you leave her by the wayside simply because she doesn't want to have sex?
I would say you are a wonderful woman, but you're not the wonderful woman for me.
And see why? Just because of sex?
Yes, because I need to. Okay, so it's certain things that I expect and I can't teach. You get what I'm saying?
Yeah. So she has no sexual experience.
Right. That's like going to a job and filling out an application with no experience, but you want to go in there and try to be a manager. You get what I'm saying?
My thing is, but you learn.
That was good.
People are teachable. I know you said you didn't want to teach, but I feel like when you are having sex with somebody, it's all about learning each other's body because both of y'all can have had lots of sex, but you don't have sexual chemistry together.
But absolutely.
But if you love this girl and like the thing is she's pure. Like you're the only person she's been with. So you really can like form her to how you want her.
Let's revert back to what you just said. You said that whoa, what the fuck did you just say?
I said that you both can have had sex with a lot of people. That doesn't mean you have sexual chemistry.
Okay. All right, boom. So that right there. So when it's the experience thing. So if I meet a young lady, never had sex with her before, I have enough sexual experience to know how to read her body when I'm having sex. Now,
you can do that with a virgin.
Huh?
You can do that with a virgin.
Okay, but the virgin can't do that with me.
Okay, but that's why it's okay for her to learn. You act like...
I can't teach. It's certain things that I can't teach. It's certain things that I can't teach.
I'm trying to figure out, you make it seem like sex is rocket science.
It's not rocket science.
But hold on. Were you a virgin ever in your life?
Of course. Like, what kind of question is that?
But that's what I'm saying. But how did you become advanced?
Having a bunch of sex. Like, I don't know what to tell you.
Do you get where I'm going with this?
I see what you're saying.
If you have sex with the virgin and you keep having sex with her, it's not rocket science. She's going to get it.
Yeah.
Okay, now it's
like, especially if you know what you're doing. Check her down real good. She'll get it.
Get the gas station pill. Get the gas station pill.
Why y'all trying to push this gas station pill on me?
I don't know. I feel like that should be our sponsor.
Right. But we are definitely giving them a lot of
This episode is sponsored by Black King Kong.
But I'm just saying, I feel real bad for virgins because that goes back into that guilt sex.
Okay.
So it's like she's going to give up her virginity that she's been holding on to just because she loves you that much. She wants to hold on to you. But that's not fair.
But you know what? I would never have sex with a virgin ever again because that was the worst experience I've ever had.
Very clingy.
Man. All right. So I took a woman's virginity one time.
That's why you take your wife's virginity.
Get out. Get out. All right, but no, I took a woman's virginity one time and I told myself I would never do that again. Like the clinginess was like fucking ridiculous. Like I was just like, okay, yeah, I'm not used to this. Like I don't know how to. I probably would have handled it better in my 30s, but in my 20s, I was not equipped to handle that shit. In my early 20s, I was not equipped to handle. I was like, damn, you a virgin? Like a virgin? Like no penis? Like you still got a hymen? Like word?
Okay, T.I. First of all,
I'm joking,
I'm gonna say your hymen can there's other ways to.
Yeah,
and I spoke on that on the podcast. It was me. It was me.
He did.
I did research.
Okay. I did give it to him. He did. He said that.
I wish I was here for that.
Really? We should have had you on here for that episode. But nonetheless, but yeah, so I just can't see myself. I'll put it this way. If she wasn't a virgin and then decided to say, okay, well, I'm not a virgin, but I don't want to have sex until we're married, I could fuck with that.
Oh, really?
I could fuck with that.
Just because she has experience?
I could fuck with that.
No, that's trash.
I could fuck with that.
Pause, flag on the play because I'm about to get mad. Ooh. No, that's trash. First of all, you're being a walking contradiction right now because your whole thing was with the virgin. First, it was test driving the car. Second,
but I know the car works.
No, her sex might be trash.
It might be trash. It might be trash.
She might be trying to manipulate you into marrying her because she knows it's trash.
Oh yeah, that would be bad. I didn't think about it that way.
Hold on, I'm gonna say this.
I take it back.
Just because you're a virgin does not mean you don't have experience. I'm trying to tell you, like, no, you may not have experienced sex, but like I said, sex is not rocket science. Homegirl might have watched a whole lot of porn because she's doing something to get her rock soft. She might have a whole lot of tricks that she's saving for her husband.
Could be.
Just because she's not having sex, I mean, she's clueless. I mean, I'm trying to figure out what do you mean by experience? What is it that you are expecting? First of all, I feel like a man is the one who needs more of the experience because there's nothing worse than a guy who ain't got no stroke game.
That's facts.
So what more of a woman? I mean, what does she need to do that equips as experience? I mean, I'm saying like, okay, does she need to know how to ride a dick? I mean, excuse me, eggplant. Does she need to? I mean.
Yeah,
that's not very hard. Like if a girl,
it may not be very hard.
If a girl can give you a lap dance, she can ride.
Yeah, bullshit.
It's just a simple,
there's a
demonstration.
Well, okay, it might be that simple for but listen, it might be that simple for guy A, but for guy B, he might not like it like that. You have to be able to read that nigga.
But
you get what I'm saying?
You gotta be able to read her.
You have to be able to read anybody that
I never said anything against that.
But it doesn't have anything to do with a virgin. Anybody that you have sex with the first time, you're gonna have to learn what they like.
Yeah.
Where does she like to be touched? That has nothing to do with her being a virgin.
It has a lot to do with it. Yes, it does. Because if you never had sex with anybody, you don't know how to read that person while you're having sex. Yes, it makes perfect fucking sense. If you've never been a manager at all, how are you gonna be a manager at fucking McDonald's? Like what the fuck?
So you saying
like what the fuck? Like
if you're saying that if I'm a virgin and we're doing something, I have to not be a virgin to know how to please you?
Right, because you're not going to be looking for the cue points. Like, okay, virgins are focused. They focus on what they know. They're not looking for the cue points in the person to be like, okay, they like that and they don't like that.
It's just sex. You making this rocket science.
Yo, I'm not making it rocket science. You're making it rocket science.
What are the cue points?
It depends on the person. Like, okay, if she moans when I do a certain thing, okay, I know she fucking likes that. I'm going to revert back to that. I'm going to find out what they like.
She's going to moan.
Okay.
Do you feel like a virgin's going moan for anything?
I'm not saying that
she
at all.
What feels good to her.
What I'm saying, I'm not talking about me I'm not talking about me towards the virgin. I'm talking about the virgin towards me.
Well, and y'all, huh? So that's why to me, it's not really making sense because even if I'm not a virgin and we had sex for the first time, I don't know what you like.
But you're gonna pick up on cue points because
can you give me an example?
A cue point is my toes curling, my fucking like the shit that you're physically paying attention to. Like if I see you, if I'm eating your pussy and I do a little certain thing and you grab the fucking pillow like this, I'm like, okay,
why can't a virgin do that?
Because they're not aware. They don't have the experience to be aware of that.
If you ate out a virgin, do we have any virgin volunteers? No, I'm joking. If you ate, I'm joking, JK. So if you ate out a virgin and she grabs a pillow, what does that mean?
I don't know. I don't know what that means. I have no idea what that means.
How do you know what it means? You're the one with the experience.
I don't know what that means because they just grab him for anything. That's the first time they grab him for anything.
This sounds like discrimination because I feel like
at this point I'm done because my point is not getting across.
A woman knows when something feels good.
Why are you hiding over there? And you supposed to be?
I mean, I know the listeners are like, that's some bullshit for real. Like,
no, man.
If you are a virgin and you getting your cat licked on, it's going to feel good no matter what. It don't matter if you're a virgin or not.
Yeah, okay. She probably going to explode quick.
She might come quicker because it's new.
Okay.
Yeah, but then again, she's probably not new to stimulation. Just because you're a virgin, that means just from penetration. Most virgins are still satisfying themselves.
Okay, and that's fine.
Vibrators. She know what it feel like to get that thing tickled on.
Some may not.
Does it feel like?
Some may not.
So you telling me a vibrator feels like a dick for real?
No, that's not what I said.
She's saying she knows that she has those spots.
Okay.
Yeah, just because she never had sex doesn't mean she doesn't know what clit stimulation is. Like, you make it sound like a virgin is freaking clueless. Like,
all I said was that virgins are clueless.
She doesn't know his cue points. So
yes.
I can be a non-virgin and still not know your cue points.
That's what I'm saying. You're still preaching that argument. What I'm saying is that because you've had sex before, you know what to look for. A virgin does not know what to look for in another person because they've never been with another person.
How do you know she'll know what to look for? That's what I'm saying.
Okay, all right. Now you're bringing new factors into it.
Like, you're not giving them a fighting chance.
No. Why are you bringing new factors into the conversation when the conversation is cut and dry? Like, okay.
Those factors matter because the way I look at it is, okay, for instance.
I'm done, man. I'm done. Because every time I bring a point, you're gonna bring new factors into it.
Because you're trying to say, oh, you can't come in and be a manager with no experience. But you still may know how to do the job. I may not have never done the job before, but this job may not be rocket science.
Yeah, like who's hiring you to be a manager if you've never been a manager before?
Well, that happens. I got hired as a manager.
Okay, wait. Without being in the company already.
I've been hired as a manager.
What was the company?
I was hired as a training director at Chick-fil-A, and I have never in my life been a manager, nor have I ever trained any employees. But the qualities in me was the reason why I got the job.
So you had some sort of you had to at the interview you gave them some sort of experience because I know they asked you. Huh?
I'm a leader.
Right. So that's experience.
But what I'm saying
so you were a leader.
Okay, so can a virgin come to the table and say, "Hey, I watch porn daily, 7 days a week"?
That don't mean shit to me.
Is that not the same thing?
No, porn is like fucking sex sitcoms. Like,
okay, all right, but
goddamn T-Hive.
Ooh, got a little heated.
It did. It got a little warm in here.
I still love you, T. I still love you.
I was like,
I still love you.
I love you too.
All right, so look, let's get back to marriage, right? Let's get back to marriage. So, I got a question, and I'm gonna follow it up with the story. So I don't want y'all to react until after the story, okay?
Okay.
All right. So the question is, when you get married, are you having sex with condoms, or are you going raw? Now, I saw it to your face.
I didn't make a face because you told me to wait.
Yeah,
you said wait for the story. I got you.
Good co-host.
I'm sorry.
I waited.
All right, but look.
It was just a natural. I'm so sorry.
All right, so I got a homeboy who recently got married. Beautiful wedding. I had a ton of fun at his wedding. I was actually in his wedding. Had a ton of fun at his wedding, and
too much information.
I was about to say too many details. I'm been looking at your Facebook pictures now.
Oh no, I didn't take any pictures that I posted on there. His wedding was very, very private.
He doesn't post any pictures. Period.
Yeah.
Period. Poo. No pictures.
But no. His wedding was extremely private. Like it was invite only. Like nobody knew he got married unless he physically told you or his wife. But me and him were rapping, man. And after he got back from his honeymoon. And, I was like, you know what I'm saying? How was the honeymoon, bro? Like, you know what I'm saying? Y'all good? He was like, well, man, something I want to kind of run by you. I was like, okay, what's up, bro? He was like, honeymoon night. We first got there. He took his wife to Hawaii. So they was in Hawaii. I guess they went to the swim up bar, whatever, got fucked up, went back to the room, both fucked up, right? Oh yeah, I'm about to get this dick. Oh nigga, you about to get this pussy, right? So, they get undressed or whatever. And he says that she said, so you gonna put a condom on or no? And I was just like, hey, yo, like, but I didn't react right away. Like I'm holding the phone like this, like, and then what happened? And then, he's like, well, like she was like real adamant about me putting the condom on. So I put a condom on. So I said, so my natural question is, I said, bro, have you ever been unfaithful in your relationship at all? He was like, no. I said, have you ever given her a reason to think that you were unfaithful? He was like, no. He was like, cheating has never come up in our relationship at all whatsoever.
I'll let you go first.
He said whatsoever. And I said, okay, is it any medical conditions that are going on with her? He said, no. He said, I asked that question. He said, no. I said, fuck, man. I said, yeah, I'm not sure what to take from it. Nah, react.
I have a question first.
Yes.
Is she on birth control?
No, but they do want kids.
Okay. But maybe she didn't want them right now. So that could be a reason to have condoms. Mm-hmm. Be like, I'm not on birth control. I'm not planning on having kids like immediately. Like I'm not trying to make a baby tonight. Okay. But I don't want you, it's our honeymoon, so I don't really want you to pull out either. So
she should have communicated that. Because she could have easily said, I want you to, because right now it's making him feel bad. And I would feel bad too. So it's like she should have said, hey, can you put on the condom? Because I really, we're not ready for kids right now. Right. Some women don't want to use the pill. Okay. Yeah. I'm on birth control. I use the pill. So yeah, me and my husband, we weren't using condoms. So like you said, that's kind of like, that's one of like the privileges. Like, hey, you can just do whatever you want to do. I can have
raw sex forever.
And then you can
what?
You ain't got to pull out, like, cause that's your wife. But like, if she does not want to have kids, then you still can get pregnant even if you pull out. Yes, we know. I mean, she should have just let him pull out. I mean, condoms. I mean, I don't know.
I will say
it's a catch-22.
I will say this. I do know that my introduction to condoms, like I think I was like, I don't know, I was like 10 at the time. My introduction to condoms was when I found my pop's condoms. And, you know, in the Islamic religion, they don't believe in birth control. So that's what the, you know, birth control. That was their form of birth control. They just use condoms. But that's something totally different. Like for somebody who, I mean, fuck it. If I get married, hell no, man. I'm going raw, man. The fuck?
Even if you're not ready for kids?
I'm ready for kids. If I don't have kids by the time I'm 35, I'm not having kids. So
Don't do that. Don't do that.
If I don't have kids by the time I'm 35, I'm not having kids.
Don't say that.
I'm hell bent on that shit.
Well, listen. I be advocating strong for the women. So say you're married, right? That's kind of insensitive because it's not very fair to the woman. Because first of all, there are complications that make it harder for women to have kids, and then there's this stigma that says, "Oh, if you don't have kids by this time, then you know whatever your high risk," which is absolutely false. And so it's like, what if she cannot give you a baby by 35? Are you completely like
no? I'm not saying that. What I'm saying is, okay, if that brings a whole nother factor into it.
But I thought we were talking about being married.
That's what I'm saying. Like, if me and my wife are married and we're actively trying to have a kid and it doesn't happen by the time I'm 35, then I will continue to try.
Okay, that's all I want to know.
No.
I'm not saying because it sounded like you was like, hey, 35.
If I don't get married, I'm 35. Like, if I get involved with someone who wants to get married, I'll let them know, like, I don't intend on having kids.
Well, that's probably gonna be a deal breaker for her.
Now, well, it can be a deal breaker. Because all I want to do is travel and eat pussy at that point. How much numbers? I'm eating pussy.
But if this woman who y'all talking about being together, obviously you want to know if this person wants to get married. I feel like that should be something talked about at the beginning anyway. So if y'all both say, hey, I want to get married, but she says, she doesn't have any kids. Right. She wants to have kids.
I'll do ready-made family. So yes, she would not have any kids.
Say what?
I said I don't do ready-made.
Date women.
Oh, okay, and that's okay, and that's totally a preference. I prefer the guy not have kids either, but so like, okay, if she doesn't have kids but she wants them, but you're already at the 35 mark, so are you literally just gonna dismiss this relationship because you're gonna tell her, hey, well, I ain't having no kids?
No, I wouldn't dismiss the relationship. I would let her make that decision. Like, okay, well, look, this is where I'm at with it. Like, I'm 35. I do not want to be an old dad because my dad had my little brother when he was
35.
Right, but my dad had my little brother when he was 37, and I watched him not be able to enjoy his son as he was growing up.
And see, I used to have that same kind of mindset because, like, my mom was 33 when she had me. Now, granted, me and my sister are 13 years apart. So she had my sister when she was 20. So I used to feel like that relationship was different because she was older by the time I came around.
Right.
But I do know that I want to be a mother and I want to have kids. And I know, like, right now, at the age that I am now, I can't say that, okay, well, just because that's what went down before, when I reached 33, because that used to be my thing. Like, I used to be completely afraid of being, that age and having kids, because I was like, nah, because I saw how that went down, and that's not how I want. That's not how I want to do. And I used to be like you, like once I get to this point, like I used to say 30.
Oh shit, that's too young.
But I'm gonna be 30 next year.
35 is young too.
I mean, 35 is young, but just think about it. Like, when your kid is 5, you'll be 40.
Yeah,
when you
40, you're still young.
But at the same time, if it's something that you want, you shouldn't put that kind of cap on it.
And that's what's wrong with the world now.
Yeah, it is. And I understand. I completely understand what you're saying. Because like I said, that's where I was. I was completely afraid. But at the same time, I'm like, I know that's something that I want. I know I want to have kids, and I know I want to have kids in the right environment. So
right.
I had to take that cap off myself and say, look, whatever happens, and when that time comes, that time comes. Because then I'm blocking myself out from being something that I want to be. And I know I want to be a mom. So if I block myself and say, hey, if I don't have kids by this time, like, that's something that's out of my control, because that requires another party. That is not just me on my own. Yes, I can go out. There is technology and ways to do
Adoption.
it. But I don't
sperm banks.
But I don't want to do it that way. Like, I want to have a relationship. Yeah, I want to have that relationship and have a child out of love.
Right.
And in that way,
me too.
In that way, I know that I can't put that cap, because then another thing that it was making me do is feel like any type of relationship I was getting in,
you had to settle.
I hope you are the one that gives me this kid because 30's coming.
And that's how I felt the whole thing with marriage too. It was like, all right, I'm pushing 30. I knew that I wanted to have kids at a certain time. I wanted to be married at a certain time. So it's like, you kind of like, at this point, you're settling. So what I did want to ask you, would you ever compromise? Like I say, if you have this girl that is completely dope, she might be loving your life. She wants kids. So it's like, you don't love her enough to give her a child, even though you're 35. You know what I'm saying? Like, I'm not condemning you.
I feel like once you have that relationship and you have that child out of love, you're going to do everything you can to be the father that you want to be. It's not going to matter how old you are.
I will say this because I mean we can't predict what the future holds.
Right.
And I could be at age 35 and say, okay, well I don't want kids, but a kid pop up. You get what I'm saying? Like I'm not saying I'm saying it's not going to be like a main goal at 35.
Well, that's what I'm asking is like, okay, if I'm telling you that, you know, we both agree we want to get married, but I want to have kids. I might be 33 and you're 35 already. And I'm like, okay, I want to have kids and we might not get married till you're 37.
But look.
So it's like, are you not going to...
At this point, I'm 31. I honestly don't know what's going to happen in the next 4 years. The next 4 years might change my mind about how I feel about having a kid. But as of right now, yeah. But as of right now, like, you know, my goal is to have a kid by the time I'm 35.
You still ain't answered my question.
But that's what I'm saying. I can't answer your question because I'm not there yet. Like, I don't know what my mind frame at 35 is going to be. Hypothetically, right now,
35, and we were talking about if we were in a serious relationship and we were saying we wanted to marry each other, and you hit me with the I don't want to have kids, and I'm telling you I want to have them. Would you basically compromise the relationship? Because if you don't want to have kids, I'm not going to stay with you.
How 35 am I? Did I just turn 35? Is it June 30th? Is it June 30th on the nose? Is it July 1st? Like, let me know how 35 I am.
I understand. What you're saying is at 31, you don't see 35-year-old you having kids. But at 35,
your life is just starting. Like, what?
Things might be different.
I mean, okay, at the age of 35, like you say, when your child's 5, you're 40. 40 is still like young. Like, you really you're not starting to slow down till you're pretty much in your 70s. So I'm trying to figure out
that's true.
How old will your child be when they're like 70? They should be adults.
Right. But I don't know, man. Like, I guess it's just what I saw with my dad and how he was able to do shit with me, and he wasn't able to do shit with
How old was your dad?
Me and my little brother are 8 years apart. So it's almost a decade's difference between him and I. So, you know, my dad was in his 20s when he had me, and he was in his 30s when he had my little brother. So it's like, you know, my dad was able to play catch with me, you know, take me to the fucking park and do X, Y, and Z. When my little brother came around, my dad didn't do anything with him. You know what I'm saying? So
and it's not probably because he couldn't. He probably just didn't. That's like a personal thing. He may not have had the desire or the energy or whatever, but it's like
that's not.
How old was your dad when your brother was able to do those type of things? He had to been like 40.
Yeah, he was. Yeah,
that's
he was
very young.
Yeah, he was in his 40s. He was in his
people who are 50 are still considered young.
Yeah, you're right, but I'm just saying, like, I'm just looking at it the way that I saw it, and it's like, you know, but when I'm 35, it might be something different. Yeah.
And that's what I said. I understand. I'm on that same mind.
And that's how I thought too, because I'm like, okay, I'm 30, I'm old. So it's like, dang, now if I'm how old am I? I'm still 30, okay. So it's like I want to have a child out of love, and technically I want to be married. Okay. Right. I'm married now, but it didn't work out. So it's like now that fear of having to start over, like literally start over. How long is it?
That shit fucking sucks.
It does. And it is very scary because it's like, how old am I going to be before I even meet somebody that's, you know, good enough to even date? Right. I might not meet him till I'm 35. And then we got to date some more. And then we get married. I'm almost 40 and I still don't have a child.
But you know what? And I can speak to that point because it's like when you're currently married, but you know, separated.
Yeah.
Okay. You're currently married, but separated. My last relationship, you know, 3 to 4 year relationship, you know, with 2 years being the engagement period. You know what I'm saying? It's like, like, bro, I don't want to fucking start over. Shit fucking sucks. It's like, I don't know if it's that you get used to somebody or they're.
It's that time. It's that time frame. That cap.
Yeah.
I'm afraid that I'm going to be 35, still single, and then I'm going to be 38. Then I'm going to be 40, and I finally meet this guy. And then, like you said, at 40, it's kind of like, dang, do I really want to bring a child into this world?
That's right.
Like, I'm 60 and you're just turning 20 years old. Right. And this is when your life is really starting to flourish. And it's like, I'm moving on up to 70 and you still haven't had a child yet. I want to be able to enjoy and see my grandkids. Trust me, I get what you're saying. I just want to know, would it be a complete deal breaker if she said, hey, I want to have kids and you still haven't got there yet? That's all I want.
Yeah, I don't think it would be a complete deal breaker, but it would definitely have to be a conversation.
Okay.
It definitely has to be a conversation. All right. All right, ladies. It's been a long time coming. It's been a
great, we've had some great talks today.
Long time coming.
It's been a good day.
And I know
good podcast
even the off-camera scene.
This podcast gonna end.
Oh, jeez.
Oh, yes, it will.
You are so extra.
I thought you was going to hit the twerk part.
What twerk part?
Oh, I don't know.
I'm about to say it was a twerk part in that
I don't know.
Put one in it.
I don't know.
You were twerking earlier for something. Yams.
The yams. Got greens, beans.
Got greens, beans, potatoes.
Why your back so sick with your twerk?
Because I don't know how to do it. I am new to this.
He's a virgin twerker.
I am a virgin twerker.
You don't know the cues?
Right.
No, I don't know the cues.
I don't know the cues.
All right, so boom. Are all hearts and minds clear? Are we good? Are we good?
I think I'm better than I was after the last one. Because the last one, I
still love you, Tia.
I will always love you.
I will always love. All right,
that
so
is not
all right, so all hearts and minds are clear. We're about to get out of here. I know y'all tired. Y'all tired?
Not really. I'm just ready to go see the Cowboys play.
Uh-oh.
Boo. All right, so
they're losing right now, though.
Because they shit. So we are gonna get out of here. Make sure you follow the podcast, D&D Pod. Make sure you follow me, KvngBak, KvngBak. Make sure you follow the podcast on Facebook, Drinks and Discussion Podcast. You can catch my cameraman, intern cameraman, Primetime Naeem, Naeem, everywhere we at.
IG, Primetime _Naeem.
Yep.
Oh, you can follow me, Miss Vee, on Instagram at infragile_Phoenix. And you can follow me on Twitter, although I'm not saying too much of anything.
Really?
At Miss MISS_Miss MS.
Oh my gosh.
Yeah, that's why I said she need to change that shit.
I really changed it all to match. He's supposed to be helping me with my social media.
It needs to be infragile_Phoenix on everything.
No, it can't be infragile_Phoenix. It's too long for Twitter.
It just needs something. You need something simple.
I would like to change it to something simple, but everybody already has my name.
Miss Vee twerking.
I like Miss Vee.
Miss Vee _twerking.
You twerking again?
Miss VPND. There you go.
Oh, Miss VPND.
I just made that up.
D&D.
D&D. Yeah, Miss V D&D.
I was gonna have D&D, but I was like,
why did I say? I said P&D.
Yeah, P&D. I said it too. Then don't feel bad.
You said it back. I was like, no.
It don't sound right.
I was trying to figure out what the P was standing for, but I didn't have anything.
Sorry.
I don't know.
I didn't have anything.
Peaches in discussion.
I'm gonna work on that because he's supposed to be my social media guru, and he's supposed to get my social media together. And I tell him that every week.
You need the real guru.
Yeah, she is a real guru. She got way more followers
Somebody
than me.
is gonna help me get my
my little 10,000 over here. I'm chilling. Like I'm trying to get to 11. You know,
my social media. That's not what I'm here for. That's not what I live this life for. But now I do. So social media is gonna happen.
You can follow my blog, Tea with Tia on Facebook. Also on Instagram, Tea with Tia _. My personal Instagram is Kiss My KiCKSSSS. Kiss My Kicks. Same for Twitter, except for put an underscore at the end. I follow back, by the way.
She follows back. I follow back. Vita, do you follow back?
Absolutely.
All right.
I already ain't got no followers. I need to follow back.
So we didn't do vibe sessions for the last one, but we're gonna do vibe sessions for this one. Then we're gonna get the fuck up out of here. But this is the end of the video portion. Y'all take it easy. Have a good. Well, y'all would have already had Thanksgiving, so have a good holidays. Yeah, happy
Christmas
holidays.
is coming up.
Happy holidays. Hope you got a boo to keep you warm. If you don't, buy a warming blanket, and we out of here.
They might have missed
Peace.
cuffing season. Bye.